In the monastery, each morning we would chant a particular Buddhist verse which had this one set of lines in it that always resonated with me and struck a chord that I thought were particularly profound. And they went something like this. We would chant, "How great and wondrous are the clothes of the enlightened mind, formless and embracing every treasure." Isn't that a beautiful way to conceptualize the mind or see the mind? It's formless. It has no form of its own, but it contains all forms. It contains all experiential objects, and it embraces them. It expands like an empty cloud and wraps around the things of reality. In a room, you can look at a table and your mind will wrap around that humble treasure. And outside at night, looking at the night sky, your mind expands and wraps around the galaxy itself, seeing hundreds of stars and embracing them. I sometimes think that one way to manifest this mind is to treat our mind as if it is a room, an empty room, and people walk into the room and people are free to leave the room. If we start clinging to them, it will create suffering for ourselves and others. And if we are too forceful in pushing them away and rejecting them, it also will create suffering for ourselves and others. The doctrine of original enlightenment in Soto Zen Buddhism and other Mahayana traditions teaches that the mind is already enlightened. And so we might want to reflect on, what are the qualities and functions that this formless mind possesses that allow us to call it enlightened, so that we can allow those features to manifest in our lives. And I think that detachment, like the non-clinging that Buddhism advocates, is actually just how the mind works. A thing happens and it ceases. The experience goes. It is an optional activity of the mind we engage in to cling to it, but the actual natural functioning of the mind, when it is just allowed to do its thing and be what it is non-clinging, is non-attachment. So, formless and embracing every treasure. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you will enjoy your day and go out and drift around like an empty cloud, embracing the many treasures that are given to you in the present moment as you go.